Oil bears, puke it up. Did I get any on me? What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update. And oil. I hope I didn't get any on me. It was ugly. We had to finally say enough, and we puked it out. Oil continues to fly higher. It's wrong. The pattern's wrong. But again, at some point in time, you got to say enough. So we said enough, and of course, it was an ugly day. But it did come back a little bit after getting up over close to 74. But at the end of the day, you know, you got to live to fight another day, and that's what we're going to do. So we'll look at the rest of the markets, and the rest of the markets were higher today. We had another pretty wild day and a pretty heavy volume. Markets were down, they were up, they were down, and then they went spiking higher, only to give a partial of those gains, but still close up on the day. Probably some window dressing into the quarter coming up. So we'll see how this all plays out. Again, this is why we have been more on the conservative side and more on the observation model. The VIX was pretty ugly, but early it was not. When the markets were down big, the VIX was not down enough. I texted that out today, and of course we did get a big rally. The VXX traded over 40 and then get down into almost to 37. So it was a pretty volatile day from that standpoint, but really not a lot going on and not a lot to do unless you're trying to quickly trade. Some of the blow-off patterns worked pretty well, but the dollar was weak, then it became stronger. It was just a very choppy, kind of like, as I said, a window dressing kind of day. Of course, gold is now looking towards that 1240 target that we talked about, down another $7. And, if you remember the movie Trading Places, Louis, is it time? No, not yet. And I think that you have to sit here and wait for gold to come down to at least that 1240 level before you look to turn it around. Bonds were a little bit lower, but again, they're still much higher than we thought they should be. The dollar was pretty much flat. The euro was pretty much flat. You've got not much going on here. We've got going into a holiday week with July 4th in the middle of the week next week. So I don't expect a lot of action. We're going to sit here and continue with our black swan theory. We are seeing the yield curve start to invert. So we'll see how that plays out. But right now, there is not a lot of action, not a lot to do. The grains were just really, really ugly. And I think that, again, we've been trying to buy them. And, of course, tomorrow at noon Eastern is the report, which I don't see how we can go much lower from here based on what the report's going to say. They've already priced in about as much bearishness as they can. Let's see what it looks like. But, again, we're going to go into that report long and not be concerned. Again, I look at grains as almost like buying a stock. So we'll see how that plays out. But again, we're buyers of grains. Meats were higher a little bit today. I think they continue to work their way higher. I think you're going to see the ag space start to pick up. Typically, this is about the time of year we should start to see some action anyways. So let's look for a rally there. Bitcoin remains sound asleep. Nothing going on. Really, really quiet. Right around that 6,000 level. But the big picture is very simple. Okay, we're really not going anywhere. All right, we're in that range. And we're sellers up at the top end of the range. And, you can look to be buyers at the bottom of the range. I think you want to trade this range. We look for the tops to be in. In fact, we said yesterday that we do believe the tops are in the market. So we'll see how it plays out. In the meantime, this is Bubba's Daily Update. Todd Bubba Horwitz. And, of course, remember our high school program, highschoolinvesting.com. If you'd like to help us out, go to Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And, of course, don't forget to catch the Bubba Show every day from 4 to 5 Eastern at libertytalk.fm. And today we've got on Kinesis.money, a little bit of the gold-backed cryptocurrency. Check it out. This is Bubba's Daily Update. We'll see you back here on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. And, of course, we'll get you Bubba's Bottom Line over the weekend. Have a good one. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later.